Hey, Bob Guerin here. Sometimes people freak out because they can't go to the gym, or even when they do go, they have no idea what to do. Sometimes people enjoy working out at home, but again, they don't know what to do in order to give them good results. Well, now's the perfect time of any time to work out at home, and all we need is our body weight. Maybe we might add some bands or a TRX or something like that, but we only need our body weight in order to give us the resistance that we need. I'm going to show you some things today that I actually did for my workout right at home. You can try it too. So I'll give you the exact workout routine for today and let me know what you think in the comments. So our first exercise today is going to be push-ups. You could choose any variant. It just depends on your fitness level and what kind of resistance you want to give yourself. So maybe you can do a lot of push-ups very easily. So you put your feet up on a bench or a couch and angle your body down, which makes it a little bit more challenging. Maybe you're not quite there yet and you need to angle your body up and elevate and either put your hands on the couch or bench or stairs or even wall and make it easier. The more horizontal you are, more vertical you are, the easier. The more horizontal you are, the more difficult the push-up will be. But I'm going to show you a traditional push-up, and this is the technique you want to have. Hands slightly turned out, elbows screwed in, body straight, chest to the floor, and push up. Notice my pause at the bottom. I'm not resting on the ground. I'm just pausing, lightly touching my chest. We want to go slow on these. We don't want to go too fast. When we go fast, then that's taking tension off of our muscles. When you go slower, then you put more tension on the muscles. Hello, Ninja. You get more tension on the muscles, which means that you're going to have safer, healthier joints in the long run, and you're going to feel the resistance more too when you go slower. Now, if you want to throw on a weighted vest, if you're a little bit more advanced, feel free to do that while you do these same push-ups. If you need to scale things all the way back and do them on your knees, do them that way. When we do them on our knees, we don't want to do this when we go down. Notice my hips and my butt. So we want to do them as if we were not on our knees. So now I'm not on my knees, and I'm going to do the push-up. Drop to your knees. Same push-up. We're leaning into it as if we were off our knees. What that's going to do is that will help you progress off your knees at some point and not have to change your technique at all. And that is the important part. So give those push-ups a shot today and work on that progression as you move forward. All right, so our next exercise is going to be box, bench, maybe couch, whatever you want to call it, pistols. So a pistol is a one-legged squat. So I'm going to use my coffee table here. Now, of course, I'm going to wash it off when I'm done, so be sure to do that. But find the height that works best for you. Maybe that means that you have a lower box. Maybe that means you have a higher box, and we'll call it a box because it could be anything. But choose the level that you need for you. I like to start somewhere around a 90-degree bend in my knee here, and then I'm going to stand up from here. So I'm going to lean into it and pop up, slowly going down. Now when you're doing this, there's a couple technique things that I want you to consider. So think about what your heel is doing. You want to push off your heel more than you are moving forward. So you don't want to push onto your toes and then stand up, and you're going to have a balance situation happening where you're going to have to struggle to survive. So push off your heel. That's also going to target your glutes and your hamstrings a little bit more. It'll have a better balance around 360 degrees of your leg here and not so much pressure on your knee. All right, so let me show you that again. So more on my heel. I'm going to have my arms in front, slowly going down. We don't want gravity to just crash us down and drop. So we don't want to just go up and drop back down. Because, again, tension, just like with the push-ups, we want tension on our muscles as we come down to give us better resistance. Now, the last part I want you to focus on is this leg, the standing leg. We don't want to push off as we go up. We want to focus on this leg, doing all the work as much as possible. This one kind of being like a kickstand, just giving us that support. So I'm going to push off, slightly lean onto that side, slowly come back down. push off on my heel, slowly come back down. And if you waver back and forth, that's normal. That's okay. Sometimes I have to readjust myself as well, do like the airplane thing. And so just focus on keeping your core tight, focusing on your eyesight being about 6 to 10 feet out in front of you, and that's going to help with your balance as well. But again, if you teeter-totter, that's okay. That's normal, totally normal. Just focus on your core more and keeping your body straight. All right, so we're going to switch gears and move to pulling. I'm going to show you 2 different types of rowing. One of them is right here. I've got my power tower and my suspension trainer hooked up to it. Now just make sure if you have one of these that you have the weight counterbalance and anchored like I do. I don't know if you can see that, but it's anchored at the bottom, so I'm not going to tip it over. In a basement, like I've got a drop ceiling, but above that is going to be your rafters. So these secure very, very nicely around rafters, and they're not going to go anywhere. So whatever you have, maybe in your garage, same thing, rafters, you can fix it on that and then do your rowing. You can even do pull-ups on them as well. So I'm going to show you the row with the TRX suspension trainer. You want your body straight. Now this is a neutral grip. That's a pronated grip. So neutral grip is my palms facing me, pronated, palms away. Supinated is palms up. Each direction, each orientation will target your muscles differently. So I'm doing the neutral grip for that. When you do your pronated grip, you're going to work more of your shoulders and your traps. When you do your supinated grip, you get more of your biceps. Neutral grip is a good balance of everything. So you choose which direction you want to go. So that is the first row. If you don't have something like this, maybe you have bands or even a big long beach towel. That will work. Let me show you how to do that. All right, so the second row is with, I'm using bands, and I have it fixed around, I've got a column in the middle of my basement here. And I'm going to do seated rows. You can do these standing as well. Neutral grip again, or you can pronate it, or you can supinate it, whatever direction you want. Now notice I'm not laying back like this. I'm keeping my body straight. My shoulders are dropped. They're not hiked up like this, they're dropped. And I'm focusing on pulling with my back muscles, squeezing my shoulder blades together like I'm trying to squeeze a pencil between them. And if you have a good set of bands, and on Amazon they go for 20 to 30 bucks, so they're very inexpensive. But like this one, I've doubled them up. So this came with 5 different resistance levels, and you could just put as many as you need on there to give you whatever resistance that you need. And if you don't have a column in your basement like me, then you can put it around, you know, the table leg or couch or whatever you can find that you can put it on, and it'll work just fine. Also, another benefit, these bands came with a door attachment. So it's a loop that goes around, and then you put it in a door frame, close the door, and then you can have that as your anchor to give you the ability to pull. So whatever works for you. The last part is, if you don't have bands or don't want to get bands, grab a towel and just wrap that around the post or whatever is going to support you, and then pull your body weight to that towel. That works very well too. Now adjust the height, so the higher it goes, the easier it is, the lower it goes. So you can do it standing up and then rock back and pull yourself in. That will really help with your posture as well as you pull in and squeeze your shoulder blades together. All these exercises work very well to make our body stronger and support itself better. All right, our last exercise is going to work our core, mainly our obliques. That's our love handles, and I know probably all of us need to get rid of those, guilty. So this is called a moving side plank or a dynamic side plank. Either way, dynamic just means moving or not stable. So we're going to be focused on being in a straight line. I like to do this on my elbow with my forearm down. You could have your hand like this, or you could have your hand like this. This is generally where I have it. And you're going to keep your body straight. Lift, lift, lift. Now, if you do it like this, you can do it like that. It's not a problem. You're going to hit more of the shoulder muscles to stabilize you in that position. Not a problem at all. If you can't do it with your, let me move up here, with your feet stacked, like on top of each other, then stagger it like this. So you could still do it. That makes it a little bit easier. And this one is easier still. Just don't do it like this. So raise up, next, and then stacked is the more challenging one. All right, so the way we're going to do this workout is, and first I just want to mention that it's not a cardiovascular workout. Although your heart rate may go up, its main goal is strength building. So you're going to get stronger through it. And yes, you will have a cardiovascular component, or I should say you may, depending on your fitness level, but we're not focused on going with speed through this. We want to focus on being slow and steady so that we win the race, because that'll be much more joint friendly as well in the long run. We want to be able to do this when we are in our 80s. And so strength building is our main goal. When you do this, we want to do 3 to 5 rounds depending on your fitness level. And for the first 3 exercises, you're going to do 8 to 15 reps. And the last exercise, you're going to do 10 to 20 reps, depending on what your fitness level is. And in fact, if you have a higher level of fitness, you could even do more than that. You could do as many reps as possible. But we always want to leave some energy in the tank. We don't ever want to get to the point where we're hitting failure, where we can't do another rep. So always stop, unless you're doing an exercise fitness test or some sort. We want to stop with much left in the tank, because the faster we can recover from a workout, the more we benefit from that workout. So I hope you enjoy this workout, and if you have any questions or feedback, I'd love to hear from you. I always respond. And if you want a complete program of calisthenics-based workouts, you can register for my Everyday Calisthenics program, and I will give that to you, and you'll get fresh new monthly workouts and videos to go along with them, and you also have our Facebook group support. You could register for that with the link. Thanks.